Alright, today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Sherlock. This is a game that came out many years ago and a game I have played for many years. I remember playing this when I was much younger. It's still around today and I really enjoy it, so we're going to take another look at it. It is a casual game, I would say, but in a casual game, I mean that in a good way. There are a lot of casual games out there that are just hold down the button until you killed all the zombies and anybody can play them and they're just mindless. But this one actually makes you think, and let me show you what I'm talking about here. So let's hop right down in. This is the game board up here, and that's where the stuff is going to be going on. So we need to identify where everything goes. So what we have like a bunch of people, we've got a row of houses, we have a row of numbers, a row of fruit, and a row of street signs. And we got to identify the whole column. So this man lives in this yellow house. He's going to have a favorite number, a favorite fruit, and I guess a favorite street sign. And then we got to figure out where everybody else goes. So maybe this square here has the baby in it, but maybe it's got the woman in it. We don't know. But once we pick something, you're going to see it disappear from the other columns. And through logic and deduction, we're going to figure out how to fill everything in. So let me give you an example. When we come on down here to our clues, this clue is going to say the 2 is in the same column as the pair, and that's in the same column as the railroad crossing sign. Okay, so we don't know where any of those things are, but this clue is not useless to us. In fact, it's going to help us out a little bit here. We see that the fruit selected here as a given for us is an apple. Now that means it's not a pear, and the 2 has to be with the pear, so the 2 can't be in this column. Likewise, the railroad crossing sign can't be in this column. So we can eliminate things like that. Or a more straightforward approach is a clue like this one here, where we have the yellow house already identified, and we know it's in the same column as the 1 and the hospital sign. So we can go ahead and click on the 1 and the hospital sign, and those are going to be identified for this. So now we're making some progress. Once we've exhausted a clue, we can right-click on it to make it disappear. Now this clue is going to come in handy later on, so we'll leave it up for now. Now what we have here is the 4 is in the same column as the banana. Well, we see that the 1 is here, so the banana can't be. And the inverse of that is because the apple is here, the 4 can't be here. Now we're going to come to our next clue, where we have the woman is in the same column as the 5 and the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit sign. Well, we don't know where any of those things are, so that's no good to us at all. Let's move on to the next clue. It says the 5 is in the same column as the apple. Well, here's the apple, and here's the 5, so let's go ahead and make that happen. But now you see, oh, there's the 5. It's going to go back to this clue. So the woman and the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit are all right here. That's really going to help us out quite a bit. So let's go ahead and hide those couple of columns. So you can see this is a game that's a little bit unique, and it lets you really use your own brain power to solve these puzzles. It's a lot different than a lot of the other casual games that are just kind of mindless. In fact, this is a game that my mom played for quite a while when I was growing up. It's how I was initially exposed to the game. And I remember, maybe I was too young to get it at the time, but as time's gone by, I really like it. I play this kind of game, late at night when I'm just trying to relax. It's something that's simple to do, but not just, mash a button or something. It doesn't require super quick reflexes, and it's a lot of fun and very replayable. So let's go ahead and keep moving on here. We see this column has this young man in the greenhouse. Well, that's not really going to help us with very much. Maybe we can eliminate the greenhouse from this column because we see that the woman is there, not the young man. And so for these rows over here, these clues are going to be in rows. So the pair is to the left or the right of the yellow house. And so the yellow house is here. Now the pair is either on the left side or on the right side. Well, the apple's already here, so that means that the pair must be here. And we can go ahead and hide that clue now. And now we got this other clue telling us that the 3 is to the left or to the right of the stop sign. So we have a 3 that might be here. Could the 3 be here? Well, it would need the stop sign to be to the left of it, and that's off the board, so it can't be over there. Or it could be on the right-hand side, but the hospital sign is already here, so it can't be here. So that means the 3 can't be in this location. Likewise, with this stop sign down here, the 3 isn't to the right of it, and it's off the board to the other side, so it can't be here. But over here, we have a stop sign and the 3s, so it could be, either way. We don't know yet, so we're going to have to just leave that clue up there for now. Now we have this White House with a 1 to the left or to the right. And we have our 1 here, so there's the White House there or there. We don't know. Can't really make a decision yet. But we do know it's impossible for the White House to be here or here. Our next clue is telling us that this man with a mustache is next to the one-way sign. Well, there's a one-way sign possibility here, but again, doesn't look like it's going to be able to fit in here, so we're going to have to go and remove it. And that's actually going to only leave the railroad crossing sign available. So let's go ahead and click on that, because through process of elimination, it must be that one. And up here, the mustache man can't be next to a one-way sign, so let's go ahead and remove him from here. Over here we see that the mustache man could be in either one of these locations, and so too could the one-way sign, so we can't do anything about that right now. This next clue is a little bit different. It's saying that the stop sign is 1 column away from the hospital sign, and there's not an orange in the middle between them. Oh, by the way, if you ever want to know what these clues mean, in case you haven't noticed, in the top of the screen, when you put your mouse cursor over a clue, the top of the screen will show you in English what the clue means. And so in this one it's saying stop and hospital have 1 column between them, and orange is not that middle column. So what that's going to do for us is we know where the hospital sign is. It's right here. Then there's going to be a column that doesn't contain an orange, like this apple right here is not an orange. And then there's going to be the stop sign. So that's going to be this stop sign right here. Alright, so that's good for us. Now let's go ahead and clear out this one. And then we're going to do a similar thing here, but there's a pair, not a railroad crossing, and a 5. Well, we see there's a pair, not a railroad crossing, and a 5. We already have those ones established, so we can go ahead and clear out this clue. This clue is also telling us that the railroad crossing sign is to the left of the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit sign, but we already knew that because we've found those already. Now this clue here is telling us that there's a woman, no banana, and then a blue house. These clues with the arrow on it means it's reversible, so we don't really know which way to go. Maybe we go to the left, the woman's in the middle, there's no banana here, and then there's a blue house. Or we go to the right, where the woman is here, there's no banana, and the blue house is over here. We don't really know at this point yet, because the banana has not yet been found, but we do know that the blue house can't be here, and it can't be here. It has to be on one of these 2 sides. So we'll go ahead and leave this clue alone for right now. The next thing that we see is that there's a red house, no stop sign, and then the old man. We've got the old man, and then we have the no stop sign, and then the red house must be here. Alright, so that's good for us. Let's go ahead and remove this clue. And then we have the orange, no hospital, and 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. So here's our speed limit. We can't go this way to get an orange because there's a pair already there, so it must be this orange on this side. Alright, and we can go ahead and hide this clue. Now, it looks like we have this White House all by itself. I missed that one apparently, so let's go ahead and fill it in. Likewise with this one-way sign, let's go ahead and fill that in. And see what this last clue does. It says that there's a yellow house, a woman, and a 4, but they might be in the reversed order, so it might be a 4, the woman, and then the yellow house. So it looks like there's got the yellow house, the woman, and the 4 right here. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and remove this clue. And we see that the 2 is all by itself here, so it must be the one that goes there. And now we see the 3 is by itself, so it must go here. And we can go ahead and look at our clues that we started with down here. Well, it looks like this has already been solved for us. The 4 and the banana go together, so we can put that in here. The cherries have to go here. This man is with the greenhouse. Well, that means he can't be here. But he could be here, and he could be here. We still don't have this solved quite yet. So let's look at 3 being next to the stop sign. Yep, we got those. 1 being next to the White House. Yep, we got that as well. How about the mustache man being next to the one-way sign? Well, here's our one-way sign, so here's our mustache man. Alright, that's looking pretty good. And then I believe that we found... Oh, this is the last one we need. The woman, no banana, and the blue house. So the woman, banana, blue house, that one won't work. It can't be this direction, so it must be this one. So let's go ahead and put in the blue house. And that's going to leave the greenhouse for over here. And once we put that in, our final clue is telling us that this man goes with the greenhouse, and therefore the baby must be over here. So that is how you solve a game of Sherlock. It's a great puzzle game. It's very repeatable. There are many different levels for all different skill levels. In fact, you can change the size of the board. If this is too complicated, you can scale it down so that you only have a 3x3 grid with fewer things to find. Or if you're really good at it, you can scale up the difficulty and have an 8x8 grid. I find usually a 5x5 grid or a 4x4 grid is good for beginners. And you can play this game for yourself by going to the website I'm going to link to in the description, and there is a free demo of this game available. I recommend you try it out. It's a lot of fun. You know, I found this game because my mom showed it to me many years ago. I know she really enjoyed it, and it's a great casual game that makes you think a little bit. It's also available for your cell phone, so I think you could have a lot of fun taking it with you in places and playing it on the go, or while waiting for a doctor's appointment or something. Well, thanks for watching.